Very bubbly, complete contrast to what we've seen with your character in the trailer. What is something that you relate to from your character? Like, what's a trait that you take from Kate?
From Kate, I relate to almost everything about her. I have to say, I take my work really seriously. I draw a lot of identity from my work. I care a lot about my work. I want to think and talk about it all the time, and I don't really want to waste time on small talk. I kind of want to talk about real things with people and exchange ideas, and I'm not. I guess I like to jump into the deep end in that way, and I think Kate is not intimidated and takes a lot of pleasure in that, and is thorough in that way. Yeah.
And did you know, I mean, I heard a little bit, Jasmine was saying you went into full research mode for this.
Yeah.
What did you know prior to the research about the legal system?
Well, weirdly, I didn't know that much about how the legal system actually works before doing this, but we're living in this really interesting moment in the country where there's a kind of surge of political activism. And so definitely I'm from New York. I was experiencing those feelings, wondering what to do with them. And it happened to be that it's just a time where the legal system is kind of in the news, so you can read legal briefs. They're available. I mean, we just had a very large legal brief published. It's out in the public domain for people to actually read about, and so it's a moment where that's kind of everyone is being drawn into that conversation. And so in that way, I had kind of been naturally finding my way into like a legal discussion, like how do our immigration laws actually work? You know, like in the weekend that I was auditioning for this, the travel ban had just been released, the executive order. So the first legal movements against that were published by the state attorney for Washington State, and that was all on the news, and I was reading about it. So I kind of was like, well, if I don't book a job soon, I might just organically find my way into like the legal profession because I'm spending so much time reading about it. And I didn't have to do that, or not yet anyway.
You didn't even have to go to law school to be a lawyer here.
I'm grateful for that. I think it's a lot of hard work. Yeah.
That's the fun part of acting, right? Is you get to take on different occupations you would never.
Do. Yeah, you do. You really get to bring yourself, your own imagination to a lot of different areas of expertise, and you get to learn a lot by doing that.
And what if you had to say into what Shonda and the other producers and writers wrote into your character? What's a trait that you would love for Kate to develop throughout the maybe next season 2?
God, that's a great question, because I actually feel like it's been like an embarrassment of riches for me. Like, they've given me everything I would have ever thought to ask for and more. I would like a workout sequence for Kate.
Okay,
I'd like she is a swimmer in I think there's a reason why you should know this, but she was a swimmer when she was in high school, and so I want it to be like first premiere episode of season 3 or whatever, and we cut to like sun rising over New York, and Kate's like swimming in a pool and like jumping out and like running on a track and like doing lots of stuff. I definitely think that's part of who she is.
Okay. I was going to say, are you really athletic and you want to bring it into the character?
I like to run and stuff, but I also really like to swim. So I just think that would be really fun.
Hopefully, we'll see that soon.
Yeah.
That would be really exciting. Yeah.
Well, make sure to tweet at ABC.
I am. And there we go. Everybody else at home, make it happen. It's going to be a thing.
Yeah. Totally.
Hashtag all the way. You'll start a movement.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
And what is being a part of Shondaland and this, just amazing company? What was your favorite show prior to this one, obviously?
Well, I have a soft spot for Grey's because I was in school when Grey's came out, and it was such an exciting show. It was, in some ways it was familiar, like this procedural form, but it just she did something that made it feel so fresh, and there were this great diverse cast of fantastic actors, and so I think I gotta say that like the mothership was really the place where I most identify. Yeah, I loved it. There's all kinds of great programming from Shondaland. It's been a pleasure to be involved with Betsy and Shonda. I sincerely admire them and respect them.
And with everything going on in Hollywood, being a woman and being able to have a leading role in a show like this, what does that mean to you in breaking those barriers?
It's extraordinary. I just, I was saying a little bit earlier, because Kate is such a focused, thoughtful, measured, diligent person, I feel like that's an expression of personal interest and personal caring that is usually reserved from men, that men are kind of task-oriented, job-oriented in that way. And and that is not true of the women that I know. Those ladies are super focused on their craft, and it's a pleasure to be able to play a character who is as focused as I know women to be.
And in the trailer, your character has a line that I thought was really funny when one of the other prosecutors...
Yeah, I don't want to be the help desk for every man in this office, too lazy to look something up for himself. Yeah.
I mean, you got it. It's there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that feeling. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.